Yo, what's poppin'? It's your girl Malia and welcome back to the channel. Today is actually going to be a super requested video. You guys have been dying to see a car tour ever since I got her. It's been like a week and a half. No, it's been like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a half since I've had her, and she's going for her first car wash today. I have already filled her up once. That was a little scary. Her tank is like double the size of my old tank, so it's just something to get used to, and she does burn gas a little bit faster. I'm going to give you guys like a 2-week, 3-week update of pros and cons of the car. Yeah, but we're going to wash her. We're going to oh, she's completely empty right now. I'm going to restock her. I've been buying a bunch of stuff. Like the screen collects a lot of dust, so I got one of these like little sprays, and then you wipe it with this. It's like a squeegee. I bought a bunch of little fun stuff, air fresheners, Harley's car seat, and things like that. So I'm going to show you all my car essentials and a final car tour. So if you are looking to get a Mercedes GLC 300 Coupe, 2025, mind you, or if you're just interested in seeing what's going on with my car, this is the video for you, and let's get into it. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on the post notifications, because I'm dropping randomly. I'm dropping 2, 3, 4 times a week, and you'll just never know when it drops. So stay locked in on the Noti Gang. We'll take this one. Thank you. Why do I feel like...
Please drive forward.
This is when I start to get stressed out, because they yelling at me, they beeping, windows up, windows up. Okay, here we go. See, there's none of that. Oh, goodness. Oh, they got straight to it. They gonna tell me when to stop? Okay, so they cleaned underneath the car. Okay. See, it's giving touchless. She's not touching me. For all the car people out there. I feel like we're in Squid Games right now. She keeps talking to me. I usually get anxiety in car washes because like it's too much going on, and I'm still kind of getting that way right now, but this is going a lot smoother. This is my favorite one. So pretty. All right, y'all, we just finished at the touchless car wash. Now we drive forward and they gonna dry us off. I'm sorry, I low-key forgot about y'all. That won't happen again. Now we getting a blowout, period. Now they gonna tell me that I only have so many seconds to dry like I'm the professional. I don't know how fast to take my car through the dryer. I think I prioritized the front of the car, not the back of the car. The back of the car is probably soaking wet, and I forgot to bring towels. Rookie mistake. She's definitely still wet. Oh, I don't know if this is the right towel for this. I think we need a microfiber. Something. Big mama, just know I'm treating you real well. My Honda never got this type of attention. I'm gonna rate that car washing experience a 4 out of 10. The car has water spots because it's not fully dry, and then the vacuum is giving very interesting situation on a very busy corner where I feel very vulnerable, and I think if I'm gonna say I'm treating Big Mama the way she deserves, I don't think she deserves the $11 car wash. I think she deserves like the $25 car wash where I let like the professionals who know how to wash cars do it. So we just the inside look pretty clean. I have stuff at home to do the inside except vacuuming, but we'll figure that out. We gonna head on out. All right, so the car wash was kind of a fail. Definitely gonna be treating her to more luxurious car washes. I just wanted to do it as an activity and like show that I would really want to take care of my car. But from somebody who would just go through a little $5 car wash every so often, vacuum out her car, I wanted to like take the time to do all the details and like find the best car wash, find all like the places that give the microfiber towels and the air and the vacuum and stuff with a touchless car wash was pretty impossible. So I'll be on the eye for like places that do have a touchless car wash with all those features, but this one was just not the one, but it's okay. I want to get into the pros and cons of the car. Let's talk everything Mercedes GLC 300 Coupe 2025. I've been in her for 2.5 to 3 weeks, and I've come up with some pros and some cons. I did come from a 2022 Honda Civic, so that is my perspective when I'm talking about Miss Mama. This is my first ever luxury vehicle. This is also my first ever lease. This is my first ever SUV. This is my first ever foreign car, I think. Like German car. So yeah, let's talk everything Mercedes. I made a little list on my phone as I was thinking of pros and cons so that I wouldn't forget anything. Let's start cons so that we end on a positive note. First one being one of the biggest ones, which I think I just found how to fix, and that is wireless Apple CarPlay interferes with filming. So I have to like fully disconnect my phone from the Bluetooth, as well as doing something else that we just played with for me to be able to film with the audio syncing with the video properly, or let alone the video just being mute, which is kind of annoying. In my Honda, it recorded just fine because I'm always recording in my car. I'm recording mukbangs and things, so it does interfere with the audio a bit. She's a little bit of a gas guzzler compared to how good of gas mileage I was getting in a Honda Civic, but she is an SUV, so that was bound to happen. But I did find out she's a mild hybrid, so she helps with mileage up to 25 miles or something like that. So that's a nice pro and con all in one. I miss my brake hold feature. I've looked up videos and people talk about the brake hold feature on Mercedes, that you just have to like press on the brake a little bit harder and then it'll pop up on the screen. I've tried it every which way. If you know exactly how to do it for this exact make and model, please let me know, because I use the brake hold feature on my Honda all the time. When I was in drive-thrus at In-N-Out, those lines are long. Dutch Bros, those lines are long. And you just press on brake hold so that you don't have to stay on your brake. You can tap your brake, release, and you don't have to have your foot on the brake, and then you press your gas, go up a little bit, press on your brake, let go of your brake, and you're still stopped. I miss that feature. I'm getting used to parking in bigger spots, but definitely living in LA, a lot of compact spots, a lot of tight squeezes, a lot of parallel parking. It's a little rough for parking. The cup holders, you guys will see in the car tour, big Stanley Hydro Jugs things with a handle do not fit in this cup holder. So that's a little frustrating. I've had to adapt to using like cups without the handle, as well as like when I go to places like Aroma and places that give me a plastic cup with a lid, the lid like hits the top of the cup holder place. Like I wish the cutout was a little bit bigger, because if I get like a grande of something like that medium size, it almost wants to knock the lid off of the cup. So the cup holders could be a little bit bigger, wider. This is my first lease, and the mileage was the scariest part about leasing a car to me. I was very nervous that like, okay, like I'm gonna have to not drive as far, la da da. But then when I looked at how many miles I put on my Honda, this lease was like, oh, okay, like I had my last car for over 3 years, and I had less mileage than what I'll have on this car for 3 years. And I'm able to turn in this car up to 3 months early while still using all my miles. So that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah, I definitely like watching. I'm like, oh, that's 10 miles away. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be thinking like that. And hopefully, like, as time goes on and I see how I drive and how many miles I actually use, it won't bother me. But I'm definitely thinking about it. It's in the back of my head everywhere I go. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. I turned off the AC. She is a more expensive tank to fill because she holds more gas, and I'm putting premium gas in. She was about $73 from empty to full. And that's with California gas prices. My insurance went up. Yeah, because not only did I lease, but I leased a luxury vehicle. So the insurance basically doubled. And I saw a video about like 3 girls buying Mercedes. I don't know if it's because they bought it and I leased it, but they got a blinged out Stanley Cup with a blinged out Mercedes logo imprinted on the Stanley Cup, and I didn't get that. So that's my con. Oh, it's hot, y'all. I have to turn this car on. For my pros, she's beautiful, and I feel very sexy and confident pulling up to work and events and stuff, because I just feel like I'm in a car that matches my baddie energy. The color, the interior color, she looks brown on camera. The color, she looks brown on camera, and when they described her to me before they brought her out for me, they were like, oh, she's black and brown interior. To me, this is orange. This looks very orange in majority of lighting, and at first I didn't know if I wanted orange lighting or orange seats, but now it just gives a little like oomph. It gives a little something special, and I do really enjoy the orange. It's just a way to make her different and sexy. So the orange is fully grown on me. Y'all, she drives so smooth. I catch myself driving faster. Even though she's a bigger vehicle, when I first test drove her, I was very anxious. I was very nervous driving her. I was very timid. That's the word. I was timid during the test drive. So we ended up doing a second one so I could just stop being so timid, because I'm like, she's so big. When I step on the brake, it's heavy. So like it takes a second to stop, where my Honda was so I had to get used to driving her. But now that I am, like, you going over speed bumps, you don't even feel them. You going over potholes, you don't even feel them. Leading me to my next pro, she actually tells me pothole ahead, bump ahead on the road, dip ahead. So I find that to be a cool feature. Like, that's not my Apple CarPlay. That's my Mercedes. She also has Hey Mercedes, which I turned off because I was saying Mercedes so much because I just got her that she was going off 24/7. But I could say, like, where's the nearest Target? What's the traffic look like from here to LAX? I could ask her a million questions. What time is it in Oregon? I don't know. Like, I could ask her questions, and she's her own, like, AI intelligence, which I think is really cool. Y'all, she got games. When you're parked, you can play little games. She has a few games already downloaded onto her, and then I can add on to those. I found that to be fun, cute, and fresh. These seats have something called let me see. There's a comfort zone, and it's called Seat Kinetics. And I call it the massage chair. It doesn't like have like the things that like go like this, like as far as massage chair, but she'll like squeeze and push on your back to help with comfortability on long car rides. And you can have it set to be a 16-minute, 32-minute, or 40-something minute massage. And I just find that interesting. Yeah, just to keep the driver alert and the passenger comfortable on long drives. I love my ambient lighting. She's been on pink since I got her. I think I had her blue for maybe 20 minutes, but the pink lighting makes me love driving at night because my whole interior is pink, and I pull up somewhere in pink interior. It's just so cute. I freaking love that part. As well as my big old sunroof, getting tons of natural lighting in. The seats are super comfy. She drives comfy, so just comfort all around. I do appreciate that the car came with tinted windows. The front ones aren't as dark as the back ones. And they also came with like a film over the rear view mirrors and everything, so that nobody can blind you with their LED headlights, which is really nice. She has parking assist cameras from all angles. You can see an aerial view, front, side, so it helps with parking, making sure you're getting into a spot properly. I like that feature. And something to get used to, but I think is a pro, is the wireless charging. Obviously that's a pro, but then all the other plugs are the USB-C. So I do have to buy new plugs, which I already bought. But yeah, so everything's like a fast charger. So that's great when you're charging your phone in the car. But I honestly think that those are all my pros and cons. I'll put on the screen if I can think of any more while I'm editing. But I love her. I'm very happy with my decision. I was going back and forth between the CLA and the GLC, and I'm very happy that I went with the GLC. It's a different feel. I feel like the CLA would have been exactly like my Honda, and I would just been buying a Mercedes for the name and not any added features. This is the full-blown out bells and whistles edition, so she's fully loaded, and I appreciate the bells and whistles for the price that Mama's paying. Let me know if you guys have any other questions on the car, but let's get into the car tour. Y'all wanted a car tour, so I'm gonna give you a car tour of my 2025 Mercedes GLC 300 Coupe. Let's go. Let me show you the inside. How cute do I look driving her? Let's get into the details. Okay, y'all are in Big Mama. Let's see the interior. Starting off with our beautiful steering wheel. I absolutely love her. I don't know what this material is, but it's very nice. And the steering wheel is very comfortable in hand. The door, you have your lock, your unlock. You position your seat here, and it's like touchscreen. It doesn't even like, you don't push it. You just tap on it or hold on it and it moves. You have your heated seat, you have your cooled seat, and then you have positions or modes 1, 2, and 3 for the driver to adjust the seat, but I'm going to show you a cool feature that you don't even need to use those buttons. We have a beautiful little dash. You can change the dash. I'm not going to show you the different ones because the other ones show you my location. But, and another feature is every time you go into park, the vehicle will automatically shut off after 20 minutes. And it reminds you not to leave people or animals in the vehicle when you're leaving your vehicle. This is how you control up here. This is all of your like driving presets and stuff. This is how you control the music or anything on this screen, more for the music, answering and hanging up phone calls. Your Prindle is right here, and I like to keep a little scrunchy hair tie on her. That's just, I need one of those everywhere, so I like to keep one very easily accessible. And stuff up here, you have, you just go like this. You literally just like touch screen it. Oh, she's opening up, and I didn't want her to do that. I'm going to try to stop her because we did just try to wash her. But that's how you get your sunroof open and closed. Swipe her one more time, and our little shield will come over. Now for our moment of truth, our big old iPad. She is gorgeous. She is beautiful. She has a lot of things. These were the games that's on the car that I was talking about. You can see the weather. This is the Hey Mercedes thing. The little station that I end up on most is our comfort button. This is how you do your massage chairs. This is how you can adjust your seat. Basically, this is just how it recommends your seat. So I'm 5'6", so if I press start positioning, it's gonna move my seat to exactly how it should be, as well as the steering wheel. And then once I have that set perfectly, I can use this button right here, and that is a fingerprint button, and it's going to lock in that seat positioning. When I come in and I put my fingerprint on, it'll come right to this. If I want to make slight adjustments, like, oh, well, even though that's how I'm supposed to sit, I want to sit a little bit further back, or I want this a little bit higher, and whatever, you can make those adjustments and then lock it in, and you can do up to 7 fingerprints, which I think is cool. I had to turn off Apple CarPlay, but Apple CarPlay will automatically show up on the screen once your phone is in here. These are our cameras. You can totally see the vehicle and what's around it. You can see what's behind it, what's from the sides, as well as a front camera. If I'm in a parking lot or a parking structure or something, and I press this button right here, the car with all of its cameras will start looking for a parking spot. And then if it finds one big enough and suitable for this car, I click that, and the car will automatically start parking. Like I can take my foot off the brake, hands off the wheel, and it'll park. During the test drive, I was like, do y'all trust this feature? And he was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, can we do it? Because I'm scared to do it on my own. Like, I need to be doing it with y'all first before this car is mine. He was like, yeah, go ahead. And then I was like, I'm nervous. And he was, so am I. And I was like, what do you mean, so are you? So that scared me a bit, so I haven't used it again since. But I know the car could do it because it did show it very well. Like, it parked beautifully in between, like, 2 cars. Like, it wasn't just like an open lot when we tested it. So I know it works. These are the different car modes. You have Eco, Comfort, Sport, and I don't know. Now, as far as what I keep in here, in the cup holders, I have my water. I have to use a cup like this that doesn't have a handle because the cup holders are kind of annoying. Underneath here, I'll show you actually. Let me show you. So this is the cup holder I'm talking about. This is like the lip that ends up hitting the handle of a cup or like the top of lids. I keep my driving sunglasses close by, and then I'm not going to keep all these in the car, but these are my other sunglasses that I've liked having in here. But no matter what, this little area is where I'll be keeping my sunglasses. But this is also where you charge the key if the key gets low battery. And then back in here, how my hand can go that deep, it's hard to see because it's very dark, but back in there is the wireless charging. You put your phone back there, and then you have 2 plugs if you need people to charge their phone that aren't doing wireless charging. Now we have our center console. Gonna open her up with the button. She opens up 2 ways. I have a brand new Summer Fridays lip balm. I have a whole pack of Mentos gum, which I'm yapping a lot. My mouth looking real dry. We're gonna get her back right. I have this cool little spray. You spray your screen and then you use this to squeegee off the lint, the fingerprints and all that. Having this big old touchscreen, she attracts a lot of lint and fingerprints, so this is something nice to just wipe her up, as well as just having like a lint-free cloth to just get anything quick off. I have 2 fast chargers for anybody in the car, myself as well, but I've just been using the wireless charging. Y'all don't want to see me hangry, okay? So I have a little car snack, a pack of Oreos. The backseat doesn't have a charger, so there is another charger import right here. And it can just like hang to the back. I should have put a piece of gum in my mouth because now I'm smacking. We got a good flavor out of it. This is my Malia's survival kit, like the things I just feel like a girly needs to have in her car at all times. Like even though I have a scrunchie on the dash, I know eventually once I use that one, it's going to leave the car and I'm going to still need a scrunchie one day. So I have another scrunchie. I should honestly have like 5 in here. I have a makeup wipe because I always change my mind, or like maybe if I'm on my way home from an event and it's late, I don't even want to have to worry about taking off my makeup. Or maybe I'm sleeping over somewhere I didn't think I was going to sleep over. I have a makeup wipe. I have a Band-Aid. I have another little chapstick. It's just the e.l.f. chapstick. I really like that one. I have a Tide to Go pen because I'm always spilling. I have 2 tampons, some little floss picks. I have a Rare Beauty hand lotion. I hate lotions. Like, that's a good one, but I just hate lotions in general, so it's in there if I need it, but I'm just not a big lotion person. I have a mini perfume of like a sweet scent, sweet vanilla scent. More hand sanitizer. This is the warm vanilla sugar. And then I have some honey pot wipes. Again, you never know. And this is my little emergency kit. And then this came with the car. I don't know what this is. If y'all have a Mercedes or you just know this in your car, let me know what this is. I'm gonna keep it in here. It came with the car. Now for the glove box, I have a pack of wet ones for sticky fingers that are in the car. I have some cleanup wipes for the actual car. I have this thing that I got off Amazon. It's registration and insurance. It'll hold all my documents, but right now I don't have any documents. They're all getting mailed to me since the car is so new, but she matches the interior of the car, and if I ever get pulled over, I have everything organized so that I'm not like ruffling through there, because I've only been pulled over once and I was for sure scavenging for what they were asking me for. And then I just have the handbook in here. She does have a spacious back seat. I already know all my friends are going to be asking for rides, but your girl's on a lease. We got to watch the mileage. Super cozy. And I can appreciate when a car has AC for the back seat. As a car sick girly, I don't like being in back seats where I can't get airflow. You have your own cup holder, and this holds your phone so you can watch a little show or scroll on TikTok if it's still around. I don't know. And then she just goes away too. This is the view if you're walking to get into my car. It says Mercedes-Benz right there. We have the AMG carpets, and you can see the beautiful leather in the daylight. I am going to show you guys what she does look like at nighttime so you can see, because when you open the door, it puts a nice little Mercedes logo on the floor for you, and I really like that feature. This is the back. So when it talks about a coupe, like usually the back of these like mom size SUVs would be really tall, right? And this keeps it nice and slender. I feel like they were going for like the what is it, the Lambo truck kind of style, so it still keeps it looking super sporty. And then to come to the trunk, we don't have much in here, but I will show you. You just click the Mercedes logo. She opens up. Of course, my daughter has her stuff in here, so this is Harley's car seat. You just attach this to the back seat like headrest, and it holds it open. And then in here I have her travel water bottle. I have a little towel for her, and I have one little chew toy so that she can keep herself entertained. But I love this car seat because not only does it look nice in the car, but it keeps her strapped in so that she's safe, and so that she's not just jumping all over the car and like getting into things that she shouldn't be. And everything fits right in there. Close her up until I'm ready to use her and slide her on back. I keep a towel in my car just in case, worst case scenario, or I'm just mukbanging and I want to lay this out. It's already come in handy plenty of times. Scent that's in my car. I did just order one off TikTok Shop that's supposed to smell like Baccarat Rouge. So we'll see how that one smells. But for right now, it's just this vanilla bean scent that I got off Amazon. I'll link it in my storefront. Everything you've seen, I'll link in my storefront. But it smells pretty nice. I'll spray her in my trunk. In here is just stuff like the first aid kit, more lotion, and stuff for like the tires and stuff. But I really like, since it is a coupe and you can see into the trunk, we have this little thing that just pulls out so that people can't see what's in my trunk when I do close it. She has the feature that when you kick or something, it closes, but it's not all that, like, it's not perfect. So I just use the drop button. Tires are nice. I like the rims, but I'm just a girl. Look how pretty she is with the pink lighting at nighttime. It's just gorgeous. It goes all the way to the back seat. Insane. Lights up the whole car. I love it. One of my favorite things about the car. Y'all see the stars on the floor? Yep, we have Mercedes stars. And then when you close the door, boom. Get into it. Get into it. And that's my little car tour.